So what's going on with it? It's gonna be a start of the Underdog Chronicles. You know what I'm saying? Going by Mr. Tell the Truth, aka Stuck at a North Concord Salona side, you feel me? Just coming out here trying to, you know, speak real shit that like anybody could feel it. You feel me? Whether you a hood, whether you in the hood, you know what I mean, getting money, doing what you do, you know what I'm saying? Or you were like complete opposite of that, you know what I mean? But you finding yourself, you trying to get some money at the end of the day. Like life just applies to all of us in the same ways. It's just we living our lives in different fashions, you feel me? But I don't think that I think that we relate to each other a lot more than people think. Cause it's like common problems, everyday common problems that bring people together, you feel me? But I mean, I'm really just trying to start a podcast that'll tell a story about, you know, the underdog, the dude that was stuck in the hood, you feel me, and felt like there was no way out. But I mean, all around you, you got that shit, man. It'd be mainly though, cause like, excuse me, I remember being hella young. And I would be in the hood, you feel me, and then the older homie like, what the fuck you ain't doing at school? Like, fuck me, what I ain't doing at school, nigga. Like, I'm chilling on the block, and he telling me go to school, you feel me? But at the same time, I feel like, not that they didn't want good for me with, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody tell you the same shit when you young, bro. Like, oh, stay in school. Later on, you'll see. And at the end of the day, like, nobody really listens to that type of shit. You feel me? But you gotta understand, too, when a nigga telling you that type of shit, bro, like, this nigga probably really been somewhere, you feel me? So, it's like, you gotta kind of take heed to this shit. But, like, I remember I had one of my closest homeboys, you feel me? Shout out my nigga Kevo. This nigga used to call me when I was young, probably like 15, 16 years old. And he called me, where you at? I'd be like, oh, I'm at my house or, you know, wherever I'm at, feel me? And the nigga come on some shit like, what the fuck you ain't doing at school, bro? Get your shit together. I'm finna pick you up and take you. Like, yeah, nah, we not doing that. But you could come get me and then, you know, we could get to whatever it is we doing. Because at the time, you know, we living that lifestyle, but it's like I had the right influences in my life. You feel me? But at the same time, I feel like when you giving that type of game out, like you gotta lead by example. Cause I remember being in the same shoes and you know the little homies in the hood trying to come up. But I'm over here telling these niggas like, bro, y'all should go to school, you feel me? That's probably the best thing for you. Cause this shit's always gonna be here. It ain't going nowhere. So I might as well get your education on, but you know what I mean? You do what you do, Pippin. You know what I'm saying? And either they took it or they didn't, but you know what I mean? Like, I just seen like, it's mainly, I just seen like the full 360 of it. You feel me? And regardless of what it's about, you know what I'm saying? I feel like people don't really think this lifestyle really is like real in a way. You know what I'm saying? But it's people think that, oh, you go to bad areas. It's just like that. Like people don't understand that sometimes it's, you know what I mean, the lifestyle you living at the house that'll drive you to the street. You feel what I'm saying? I know, like, I be some real shit. Like, I mean, sometimes you can't even understand it. You know what I mean? There's people, from the outside looking in, it's always going to look like, okay, bro, might have a nice little setup, you feel me, at the house. But at the end of the day, you don't know what a motherfucker got going on at the house. You feel me? Like, my mama was single, you feel me? 3 kids, like, at work. She had to work to support us, you know what I mean? Strongest woman I know, bro. I love my mama to death, you know what I'm saying? But, you know what I'm saying? Is like, my dad not being around, there was always a little, like, void to be, like, a little part of me that was searching for love I couldn't find, you feel me? And then, like, just feeling, I don't know, man. That shit gets deep, bro. Because, you know, when you young, you be feeling like, it felt weird. I'm over going to school and I hear other people talking about, oh, my dad and me on the weekend. I'm over here like, I don't have that. You know what I mean? So, like, growing up, when I got older, it started to make me feel like, man, I don't care no more. You know what I'm saying? But older homie in the hood, you know what I mean? I'm 14, ain't got nothing, you feel me? Blood show me how to put some money in my pocket, or he, you know what I mean? Talking to me, giving me some game that really took me somewhere at that way I was living my life. You feel me? And it seems just like, come on, bro. Like, you know what I mean? I took it and ran with it. But at the same time, I feel like when you giving the younger behind you some game, like they ain't gonna hear it if you ain't leading by example. You feel what I'm saying? The older homie telling me go to school, but this nigga a dropout. You feel what I'm saying? Like it don't make sense. I even remember, man, matter of fact, I remember the homie, we was chopping up game one time in front of the homie house, and he like, oh, bruh, I fucking did this and that, but he made it sound like he graduated. He said it was a little like stumps in the road, but made it sound like he did this shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit motivated me back in the day. I'm feeling like, man, if he did it, okay, I can do it. You feel me? Went signed up for school. It was homeschool too, Prospects, Antioch, California, you feel me? And I was knocking shit out. I caught up in like, fuck. I made up for like 3.5 years of school in like a year. You know what I mean? And that short little couple semesters that I went there. You know what I mean? I ended up not graduating, you know what I mean? Well, I didn't graduate from there, but you know what I mean? Shit happens. I mean, my best friend died, you know what I'm saying? It kind of just fucked me off. I ain't really care about this shit after that, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit really fucked with my head when I was young, and just like the scenarios and what it was. Like, I ain't focus on nothing after that. I ain't really want to hear nothing about school after that. But I made up for those years of school like it wasn't nothing. It showed myself I could have done it. You know what I'm saying? And then come to find out, the homie that told me he graduated, that inspired me, he talking about he never really graduated. He didn't even remember telling me that. So, you know, it just be hella many, like, you know, when the older homie telling you, I got a bundle for you, you can get this and that, and you see him with the nice shit, or you see him strapped up with money and whatever, like, I'm trying to be like that. You know what I'm saying? So when he tell you go to school, be like on some shit like, what the fuck, I ain't finna go to school. Like, man, I'm trying to be like you. But at the end of the day, he just already know, like, man, I'm probably already a little too deep into this shit. But you could probably do better. But you're at the age where you couldn't hear it. You know what I mean? Because somebody probably told him that. And the person that told him that, somebody probably told him that. But don't nobody listen to this shit. Because you just, in a lightweight sense, it's like tunnel vision. A lot of us ain't choose the hood chose us. I didn't even grow up in a bad neighborhood, like, I mean, compared to some cities or like just certain areas too, all throughout the Bay Area. But I mean, it wasn't nothing nice either, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little nigga, I'm talking about like 12, 13 years old. And we walking up and down the street just trying to go Burger King, go chill by the spot, 7-Eleven or something on Olivera, and you know what I mean? Dudes fucking probably twice my age jumping out of cars, and you know he was getting crazy, and it's like, I'm just walking this normal street, you feel me? I'm from around here, and that's not gonna change nothing, you feel me? But we ain't playing that. It gets many, blood. Like, I remember, bro, my brody Vic, bro, rest in peace. We was sitting in school, bro. It was like 6th grade. I remember I'm talking to this nigga. We talking about like all types of dumb shit, right? But when he starts getting at me like on another level of this shit, though, like, you know, he be contemplating shit, and like, you know, the nigga like heard this, and then it got me like, I'm thinking like, bro, how you know this shit and how old, you know what I'm saying? But it like, where life took us later down the road, it's like, buddy was really trying to live that life, you feel me? Like, niggas really stood on that type of shit. And it's like we grew into it together, you know what I mean? So when he died, it just like, that shit did something to me. But it's mainly because, like I said, that shit just, like, it just seemed normal, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's like when you got your partner and he just on the hype, but y'all so young, it's like you just friends type shit. But we live around here, we go to school around here, so, you know what I mean? Like, I got your back. It ain't even on no, like, it don't really necessarily, the my shoes, like, it didn't really necessarily start on like some gangbanging shit. It was more some like, nigga, this is where I'm from, but I'm willing to fight you over the shit, but at the end of the day, like, nigga, this my dog, you feel me? So you tripping on my dog, and I'm kind of getting involved with the shit. It don't really matter being on that point. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just like, I was taught young, and like as a little kid, you know what I'm saying? Like, mom was lightweight gangster with this shit, you know what I'm saying? And I was just like, loyalty was instilled in me as a kid. You know what I mean? My mom is a single mother, and you know what I mean? She couldn't raise a man, but she did an excellent job trying, you know what I mean? And gave me game that, like, it helped me so much in life, even though it came from my mother, you know what I'm saying? When I was hella young, I was hella close to my moms. And then, you know, the teenage years, you be falling out with moms a lot. That's typical, regular shit, though. But, you know, me and moms probably had kind of bad, you know what I mean? And then I got out of prison, you know what I'm saying? And it just didn't feel like that no more. I felt like I had like a mother that really loved me, but I just was too young and I guess you could say focused on the wrong shit to even like notice how much she really did care. You know what I'm saying? And it's that type of shit that, like I said, people don't be understanding. That's what take a nigga to the street. You know what I'm saying? You ever been like 14, 15? You know what I'm saying? Mom screaming at the top of her lungs for you to get the fuck out the house. Like, you put yourself in that situation. I mean, I know I did. I ain't gonna sit here and blame my mom for this shit. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, whether you realize it at that time or not, that should have do something to you later down the line. Like, damn, but I really just got at my mom like that. You know what I'm saying? You screaming hurtful shit being said, but at the end of the day, it's hurting on both ends. You feel me? But most people don't even be thinking about the shit like that. So, like I said, boy, it just be problems that those niggas be feeling, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know what my life would have been like if my dad was around. But, and it's fucked up too, because if you really be looking at this shit, it look like, okay, I'm just another statistic. Dad went to prison, was a drug dealer, you know what I'm saying? He got deported, catching so many cases, it was bad. And then, like, I ended up a high school dropout, going to prison, you know what I mean? But even now, like, as a little kid, like, but that shit, like, way be traumatizing. I remember being young, I'm talking about young. 3, 4 years old, tops at least, man. And police kicking the door down, and then my daddy go to jail. But you know, you little kid, you like, what the fuck? Like, why y'all taking my dad? So, like, the hatred for cops started real young, cause I'm like, man, fuck these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Cause I felt like I ain't have a dad because of your punk ass. You know what I'm saying? So fuck the cop, bro. I felt like that's I was a little ass kid though. Like, really, just, you know, fuck these niggas. You know what I'm saying? And just throwing the shit he was involved in, and the little bit of shit my mama be saying, like, I'm already know, like, I ain't telling you punk ass niggas nothing, you feel me? I ain't never had nothing to say to a cop, bro. I don't play that, bro. Like, I wasn't one of them motherfuckers that was young and dumb and, oh, I said some shit on accident, I shouldn't. Nah, bro. You could ask about that, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking about since little kid, I ain't telling the police shit, you feel me? Man, that shit get deep though, you know. But it's just I ain't picked them cars. That shit was just dealt to a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, just young, grown up. I ain't picked that shit. I ain't asked to be born. You feel me? But then you get labeled in society, oh, this motherfucker like problem child, like thug ass gang. I'm just the underdog. You feel me? I probably fell victim to a lot of shit, and a lot of motherfuckers could feel that. You feel me? But that shit don't define you. That shit didn't make or break me, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really, well, going to prison really opened my eyes, you know what I'm saying, to a lot of shit. But it's real shit, you know what I'm saying? I went in as a boy and came out as a man. Like, the typical person or the typical male don't become a man in that type of environment where it's dog-eat-dog world, you know what I'm saying? Like, And it's fucked up, man, because it really make a motherfucker feel like emotionalist, you know what I'm saying? But like at the end of the day, bro, I don't even fuck about your problems because I know you don't care about my problems. You trying to get home like I'm trying to get home. But I'm gonna do that standing on what I believe in. So if it take a little longer to do that, then so be the shit. You feel me? But I'm gonna make it there. So it's like you don't really be tripping off what he going through, what they going like at the end of the day, bro. It's like you rolling the dice, bro, and you didn't have to be there. You know what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers can't live up to this shit. And then it be real though. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, I don't know, cause it should be like it'd be crazy. And to think like it all started from a time of my life where I saw my dad get arrested. You feel what I'm saying? And then now I'm trying to do something positive with this shit though. So I'm starting trying to get this podcast going, man. I hope y'all fuck with me. I hope somebody out there feel this game. You feel me? Cause I don't be making this shit up. Let me shout out my brody Doughboy, blood. Like that's my best friend, bro. That's my nigga right there. You feel me? Like, and it be crazy because you call your partner, you call a lot of people your partners, right? But you think about this, but if you call your partner, your best friend, whoever you think that may be right now, and told him, I need you to drop your whole life for me right now. Just drop everything you're doing. Come over here. You ain't finna talk to nobody. I need you type shit. Would you do that? Leave your family behind, job, whatever, and do all that for your partner? Because I know mine would. And been in those shoes, you feel me? And like on some solid shit though, like motherfuckers ain't, niggas was shown different. And it's crazy because I just seen it all the time, like, it be the hardest motherfuckers that, you know, all this and that, you big gangster and all this shit. And then the first nigga that told, feel me? But you telling on your mans, like y'all done been through the same shit, probably fucked the same bitches, hit a lick or two together for sure, busted to move some type of way, you feel me? And you ain't telling your mans, blood, cause you trying to get home. The niggas be on some square shit or worried about they bitch getting fucked, you feel me? Or you about family problems, your baby mama with the kid. Like at the end of the day, bro, you put yourself in them shoes. So all that crying and you telling to get up out of it, nigga don't really want to hear that. I got a family too, buddy. But I'ma stand on that. At the end of the day, like I couldn't live like that knowing I took another man out of his home. I'm talking about where his residential, where he lived, lay his head, got a family and all this shit. I took him out of his home so that I could go be with mine knowing I was with him whatever happened. Nah, I couldn't live like that. That shit would mean something to me, so I'm going to stand on that. And not a lot of people do that. Well, I'm trying to, like, it's real underdog stories around here, like, you know what I'm saying? It was me and two of my closest partners. And we all came out solid, owing no favors to, you know what I mean? Name good, ask about it, whatever, like. And to an everyday person, that really might not seem like nothing. You might be, he tripping or he talking some like crazy shit, but it's just a real life problem that I had to go through, that a lot of people do. And there's a lot of good people sitting behind bars that might not ever come home because of somebody putting them in that situation. Because they couldn't hold their weight. When the time got rough though, you feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, man. I just be telling it like it is. You know what I'm saying? There's no sugarcoating nothing. And to a lot of people, that really all that might sound hella crazy. But to me, that was life. You know what I'm saying? Like this type of shit is normal. You feel what I'm saying? I'm talking like, bro, me and the homie, you know what I'm saying? We at school, he already trying to stuff a whole backpack full of weed in my sister's locker, you know what I'm saying? We already busting move, like that's the type of shit we doing at school, you know what I mean? With the same dude with him, he got his first gun at the schoolhouse, but we paid like $20, a couple 10 sacks of weed. GLD for a 22 revolver, bro. Didn't even shoot straight. Oh, gang. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was just, that shit was just going on. That shit seen, and it's crazy because now you see, like, the younger generation, they don't really be on that type of hype. So it's crazy because then, like, it seemed like that type of shit died out. But when I think back on it, that was like one of the best times of my life. Would I go do a lot of the shit I used to? Hell motherfucking not. You know what I'm saying? But if Brody need me to stand on something with him, we gonna stand on that. Believe that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on the type of time now, bro. I'm trying to have my money making me money. I'm trying to get a bag and really take it like somewhere I never thought I would go in life. You feel me? I swear to God, bro. I did 6 years in prison. Right? Got out. I went to Mexico. Sat on top of the beach. I'm drinking buckets of beers. Met my dad for the first time after like 22 years. I ain't seen him the whole time. You know what I'm saying? Met my brother. This nigga like 17. Never seen him a day in my life. But we politicking, talking gang. You know, we sitting rooftop at the beach and people dancing. We drinking it, but it was popping. You feel me? It was popping. But I remember sitting on that rooftop, I swear to God, blood, trying to hold back tears. Like, bro, I used to think about this shit on the fucking rack. At 19 years old, looking at fucking 15 of life, bro, thinking about shit like that. After thinking like I was never gonna make it out that bitch. But you know, this is my nigga right here, so because of that, I'm willing to accept that. Until you get out and really lit ass shit again, like, man, blood, I ain't never felt so alive in my life. So now I'm trying to chase a bag, you feel me? I'm trying to do something, but I'm trying to find my calling. And my mama been telling me since I was a little kid, young, like, mijo, you got a way with words. Like, you got that silver tongue, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what made me confident in so many areas, just like popping that shit. Like, you know what I mean? I just knew how to talk to people. I always been like hella good on that shit, you feel me? And it's fuck, man. Nigga, and I'm still a regular motherfucker, you know what I mean? If I make it big, I ain't better than nobody. You know what I mean? I'm the same person, and we all have equal opportunities to be somebody. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, I mean, however you live in your life, you gonna live it, you know what I mean? But, like, especially to the young ones, you know what I mean? High school type shit, like, bro, think about a bag, you know what I'm saying? Like, that couple thousand that the older homie got tucked under the bed, but that ain't shit, you know what I mean? Like, the little, you know what I mean? Whatever sitting on some rands, but this shit ain't really all that, you know what I mean? Like, but you won't understand that until you like, damn, I want a house type shit. Or I'm trying to get a car, or I'm trying to fucking make millions, you know what I'm saying? I got dreams and goals too, right? And maybe like, I'll see myself maybe possibly writing a book in the next 5 years. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to touch some paper for sure though, because I told myself by the time my brody Free Peanut come home, I'm trying to be up 100 bands. And I gotta get there. So he could be straight. So I could be straight. You know what I'm saying? So my nigga Doe could be straight. You feel me? Like, I came home to a whole nother thing, blood. Like, shout out 925 Mini Bulls. Y'all go look that up. Dog breeding pocket bullies. You feel me? The Frenchie, he just hopped in the game, but like, really go check this shit out. My nigga raw with it, but you know what I'm saying? Brody, he created that path for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, he the one that like put me on to see that, like, okay, you can really chase a bag type shit. You know what I mean? And then I've been talking to my brody Kevo, Doughboy, the homie Lil Vic. You know what I'm saying? We politicking, but it's like, how we gonna get a bag? You feel me? What the fuck gonna take us about the hood? You feel me? And talking about it gets me there, then fuck it, that's so be it. You know what I'm saying? But That's just like, it's hella more to life and all that shit. That shit, it was fun though. You know what I mean? Like, you think back on like, bro, I remember being at fucking the back of the homie fucking house, like 30 motherfuckers back there, all from different cities and areas. Yeah, but nigga, we just chilling. You feel me? This was everyday shit. Having barbecues linked up. You know what I mean? And as wild as it may seem, like probably every motherfucker there was strapped. You know what I'm saying? Like, at a time where it was like, keep it dangerous, because anything other than that's really like unregular around here. You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. We're gonna see where the game takes me. You know what I'm saying? But I got a story to tell. It's time for motherfuckers to hear it or me put it out there. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because you be motivated by like the most randomest things sometimes. But like, whatever day you finally like, okay, I need to do something, like, bro, do that. However you do it. You know what I'm saying? If you good at what you doing now, bro, keep doing that. You feel me? If it worked for you, then do that. But like, realistically, but unless you like on some, like, you know what I mean, some smooth shit, that shit really kind of won't ever last forever. You get yourself a bag though, you know what I mean, and do something with it. That ain't nothing wrong with that either, you feel me? But at the end of the day, you want your money making you money. You ain't even gotta worry no more, you feel me? Kick back on the islands, feet up, nigga. Sipping Mai Tais by the beach and shit. Yeah, I never even did that, you know what I mean? But shit, who don't want to? But I swear to God, I got a dream to go to Fiji. I was trying to go this year for my birthday, but I don't think that's gonna happen, you know. Just unforeseen expenses and whatnot, and you had to pay for it. But one day I'm gonna be talking about this podcast, all the beaches are where, with the home team, talking about, damn, bro, we did that. This only day one, and it's crazy because I started some TikTok shit, right? And I'm still gonna keep going with that. You know what I mean? I'm a man of multiple talents. You know what I mean? I'm trying to approach like two crowds and bring them together, or just whoever will feel it. You know what I mean? But I found myself talking some shit that felt foreign because it didn't really sound like me. And even though it's real shit and the average person could probably feel it, like, bro, that's not who I am. You know what I mean? This is who I am. Like, and there's a lot of people out there that'll feel that. You know what I mean? Or even just be intrigued by the shit. You know what I mean? Because a lot of people don't hear shit like that. It's not that everyday story you'll hear on TV like, oh, man, okay, Blood did that. Or, oh, what the fuck is going on? You know what I mean? Because you're not around that type of lifestyle or environment, or like that shit don't really happen in your community. People getting shot up and shit. Like, you just think like, oh, okay, that shit might even, like, you know what I mean? And then when you hear about it, it's like, oh shit, like that's what's happening out there. And then the niggas be interested though, you feel me? And I'm telling it like, it's just crazy. But like I said, man, I'm just still a regular motherfucker, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing changed. I'm just, you know what I mean, still genuine motherfucker I always been. You know what I mean? Take care of my loved ones behind the walls, because I know what it's like, especially now, like more than I used to. But like, I'll really be there for them, you know what I mean? Because if you got to know somebody locked down, bro, like, they'll be hollering free. I mean, you gonna stand on it, because they really going through a fucking struggle, you know what I'm saying? So, man, this is the Underdog Chronicles, you know what I'm saying? We finna push that. Watch, one day I'm gonna be sitting somewhere else with a bag talking about, you know what I mean? We did it. So, niggas follow along with this journey, you know what I'm saying? It's free game. You pick it up and use it too, bud, and find yourself and touch your bag in some whatever type of way you want to do, blood, like real talk. You know what I'm saying? hit that subscribe button on this channel, man, and let's make this something.